So this unit number 3 is the single phase AC circuit. In this particular unit of single phase AC circuit, we are going to deal with the 3 important components: resistor, inductor and capacitor. How the resistor, inductor and capacitor behave when they are going to connect with single phase AC supply. So let's go and learn the first circuit, that is pure resistive circuit. What is pure resistive circuit? The circuit containing only a pure resistance of R ohm in the AC circuit is known as pure resistive AC circuit. So the figure in which the circuit has shown, this circuit is having the single phase AC supply voltage. This is AC supply voltage, which is shown by the sinusoidal notation. So this sinusoidal symbol is giving you the information that it is AC supply. It is single phase AC supply. How you will recognize it is a single phase AC supply? Because it is having only two terminals. One terminal is called as a phase and second terminal is called as a neutral. So whenever the supply is having only 2 terminals, it is called as a single phase AC supply. So single phase 2 terminal AC with the help of sinusoidal notation. So this is single phase AC supply. The voltage is V is equal to Vm sin omega t. This single phase AC supply voltage we are going to apply to this resistance of R ohm. So this R ohm resistance is carrying the current I. When the voltage V equal to Vm sin omega t we are applying to the circuit, okay, the current I is flowing through the resistor, and as per the Ohm's law, the current flows through the resistor is equal to V by R, where V is equal to Vm sin omega t. So I is equal to Vm sin omega t divided by R. So the term Vm by R is giving you as the voltage Vm value is the amplitude or the maximum value of the voltage. So Vm by R term is giving you the term Im, that is called as the maximum value of the current. So Im is the amplitude of the current. So I is equal to Im sin omega t. So equation 1 is representing the instantaneous equation of the applied voltage, that is V equal to Vm sin omega t, and equation number 3 is representing the instantaneous equation of the current flowing through the circuit, that is I equal to Im sin omega t, and equation number 2 is giving you the idea, the value of Im, that is the amplitude of the current or the maximum value of the current, is equal to Vm upon R. Then with respect to these two equations, okay, we are now going to see the waveforms. As here equation 1 and equation 3, equation 1 is the voltage equation and equation 3 is the current equation. Both equations are having the term sin omega t. They do not have any phase angle phi. When the equation is in terms of sin omega t and they want to represent voltage and current from the mathematical presentation, that these both the waveforms are going to start their positive half cycle from omega t equal to 0 because they do not have any phase angle. So the voltage V equal to Vm sin omega t has started its positive half cycle at omega t equal to 0, and as current I is also equal to Im sin omega t, so current I is also started its positive half cycle at omega t equal to 0. So both voltage waveform and current waveforms are in front of you in your screen. So this figure represents that both voltage and current waveforms are going to start their positive half cycles at omega t equal to 0 and end the positive half cycle at omega t equal to pi. And they are going to start their negative half cycle at omega t equal to pi and going to end their negative half cycle at omega t equal to 2 pi. Their amplitudes are different. The voltage amplitude is Vm and the current amplitude Im, which is equal to Vm upon R, which is lesser than Vm. So the amplitude Im is lesser than the value of Vm. Now with this particular waveform, the phasor representation is at omega t equal to 0, that is nothing but the start of the positive half cycle. Because both the waveforms are going to start their positive half cycles at omega t equal to 0, the phasors representing both the waveforms, that is voltage phasor, which is represented by blue line with an arrow, and the current phasor, which is represented by red line with an arrow. Blue line length is larger because Vm is larger, so its RMS value is larger. The length I phasor is smaller because the amplitude Im is smaller, so the RMS value of the current is smaller, and both are in phase at omega t equal to 0. Similarly, they are in phase at omega t equal to pi by 2, where pi by 2 is the instant at which the positive half cycle is going to attain its positive peak value. Then the next instant omega t equal to pi. At omega t equal to pi, the positive half cycle ends and the negative half cycle start. At that instant also they are in phase with each other. And the next instant at omega t equal to 3 pi by 2. At omega t equal to 3 pi by 2, the negative half cycle is going to attain its negative peak. At this instant also both the phasors are in phase. And then the last is omega t equal to 360 degree, which is nothing but omega t equal to 0 degree. So this particular screen or this particular slide wants to give you the information that in pure resistive circuit, the voltage and the current waveforms are in phase with each other, and their phasors are also in phase with each other, so that their instantaneous equation V is equal to Vm sin omega t and I equal to Im sin omega t. And as they are in phase with each other, they do not have any phase angle. So the phase angle phi is equal to 0 degree. Because the phase angle is equal to 0 degree, we are telling that the current and the voltage, both the quantities are in phase with each other in pure resistive circuit. Okay. Now the next term is the power. When I want to deal with the power and when I want to find the power in pure resistive circuit, first of all we will see the waveform of the power. As we have seen the voltage and the current waveform, the voltage waveform is the blue color waveform and the red color waveform is the current waveform, whereas the violet color waveform is the power waveform. See, the power is equal to V into I. So power is a product of voltage and current. So now just have the look from the period 0 to pi. In the period 0 to pi, the instantaneous value of voltage are positive and the instantaneous values of current are also positive, because the voltage positive half cycle is going from 0 to pi and the current is also positive half cycle is going from 0 to pi. So both voltage and current values, all instantaneous values of voltage and current are positive. So when I am going to multiply the instantaneous values of voltage with the instantaneous values of current, their product will be also positive, and obviously the value of their product is greater than the value of the voltage and the current, like 3 into 2. So the product is coming 6. So 6 is greater than 3 as well as 2, and as 3 and 2 both were positive numbers, so 6 is also having positive polarity. Similarly, from 0 to pi, the instantaneous values coming in power waveform or power curve are greater than the voltage and current, as well as they are positive. Now from pi to 2 pi, if you will see, between pi to 2 pi, the current waveform is negative half cycle and the voltage waveform is also negative half cycle. As the current waveform is negative half cycle, so the instantaneous values of current negative, and voltage waveform instantaneous values are also negative. Both voltage and current instantaneous values are negative, but the power curve is in positive, okay, because multiplication of two negative terms is always positive. So even though the waveforms from pi to 2 pi, both waveforms are negative, but the power curve is positive. Okay. So this concept we are going to use to derive the equation of power. So as in DC supply circuit, the product of voltage and current is known as the power in the circuit. Similarly, the power is the same in AC circuit also. Only difference is that in AC circuit, the instantaneous values of voltage and current is going to take into consideration. So instantaneous values of power in pure resistive circuit is given by the equation instantaneous power, which is denoted by small p, which is the product of small v and small I, where small e is the instantaneous voltage and small I is the instantaneous current. So the value of the instantaneous voltage is Vm sin omega t and value of the instantaneous current is given by Im sin omega t. So the instantaneous power small p is equal to Vm Im sin square omega t. With that sin square omega t, we are taking multiplication of 2 as well as the division of 2 to keep the value of the equation same. So the denominator 2 is going to be reflect with the term root 2 into root 2. Okay, why we have taken, I'll tell you later. So this denominator 2 we are writing in the another fashion, root 2 into root 2. And this 2 sine square omega t we are writing with the trigonometric form 1 minus cos 2 omega t. So that when I'll open the bracket, I'll get the term instantaneous power P, which is of small p, equal to Vm by root 2 into Im by root 2 minus Vm by root 2 into Im by root 2 into cos of 2 omega t. Now the first term, if I'll concentrate, it is Vm by root 2 and Im by root 2. So small p is equal to, the first term is the product of Vrms into Irms. Is it so? Okay. Minus Vrms into Irms cos of 2 omega t. Now this cos of 2 omega t term is a very unique term. See, in cosine waveform, this is first of all a cosine component because the term cos is coming, and that too along with the cos, the term 2 is going to multiplication with omega t. As the 2 is going to multiply with omega t, its angular frequency is going to be doubled. So this particular second term component, okay, this particular second term component is called as a double frequency component. Why the term is called as a double frequency component? Because 2 omega t value is coming. So 2 times omega t, it means it is called as a double frequency component. Now what is the feature of that double frequency component? See, now concentrate on 0 to pi. Okay, concentrate the term 0 to pi. Now as the frequency of this particular term is doubled, okay, so that the time period of the full cycle to complete its full cycle, means positive half cycle as well as the negative half cycle, will be exactly half. I'll repeat my sentence. The second term is the double frequency component term. The term double frequency means what? Its frequency is double. It means the time period to complete its full cycle will be half, because time period is inversely proportional to frequency. T is equal to 1 upon f. So capital T will be half because frequency is double. Okay. So now if I take the voltage waveform or the current waveform, in this particular figure, the voltage waveform and the current waveform, they both require time period 0 to 2 pi to complete its full cycle. How much is the total time period T for voltage waveform and the current waveform? 2 pi period. 0 to 2 pi period. But the second term is a double frequency component. So it will complete its full cycle in the period of only 0 to pi or pi to 2 pi. You can say 0 to pi also, you can say pi to 2 pi also. Because 0 to pi they will have first cycle, from pi to 2 pi they will have second cycle. Okay. So now why I am going to explain this concept? Because the second term is going to complete its full cycle between 0 to pi. It means its positive half cycle will have the period 0 to pi by 2, and its negative half cycle will have the period from pi by 2 to pi. Okay, 0 to pi by 2, the second term waveform will have positive half cycle, and pi by 2 to pi, it will have a negative half cycle. So that it is going to complete its one full cycle between 0 to pi. Now tell me, I want to find out the average power. So to find out the average power of the circuit, what we are doing, we are taking the integration. And normally to find out the average value, our integration limits are 0 to pi. Yes. Whenever we have a symmetrical waveform, our integration limits to find out the average value is always from 0 to pi. We are taking only one half cycle. So 0 to pi. So now tell me, to find out the average value of the power, okay, if I will integrate the second quantity, okay, I will take the integration of the full equation. Integration of first term also and integration of second term also. The first term is the constant value. Okay, so its integration will be what? Its integration will be t. Okay, but here the second term is the time variable term, that is cos 2 omega t. So we are going to integrate this term from 0 to pi. As we are going to take the integration of this term from 0 to pi, its positive instantaneous values and negative instantaneous values are going to add together. So when the positive instantaneous values are going to add with the negative instantaneous values, what will be the total addition? 0. Average value of power For pure resistive circuit, the second term is going to be 0. The first term is Vm by root 2, that is Vrms. Second term is Im by root 2, that is Irms. And I want to find out the average value. So the constant term will not have the integration. Okay. So P average will be equal to Vrms into Irms minus integration of this particular term from 0 to pi. Because it is a double frequency component, it is going to cover one full cycle from the period 0 to pi. So the positive instantaneous values plus the negative instantaneous values, they are going to cancel to each other, and the second term value is going to be 0. So the average power of pure resistive circuit is equal to P is equal to Vrms into Irms. So the formula of average power for pure resistive circuit is equal to Vrms into Irms. It is nothing but what? P is equal to capital V into capital I. What is capital V? Capital V is Vrms, capital I is Irms. So in pure resistive circuit, whenever I will have pure resistive circuit, what is the average value of power in my pure resistive circuit? The average value of the power is equal to Vrms into Irms. So this concept we have understood in pure resistive circuit form. So what the thing or which are the points we have seen in pure resistive circuit form? In pure resistive circuit form, the voltage and the current waveforms are in phase with each other. The voltage phasor and the current phasors are in phase with each other. The equation, instantaneous equations, V is equal to Vm sin omega t, I equal to Im sin omega t. The power curve for pure resistive circuit, as the voltage and the current waveforms are going to have positive half cycles from omega t equal to 0. So its power curve is positive in 0 to pi, and it is also positive from pi to 2 pi also, even though voltage and current waveforms are negative. Then we have seen the instantaneous power equation. The instantaneous power equation is Vm by root 2 into Im by root 2 minus Vm by root 2 into Im by root 2 cos of 2 omega t. This equation may not be important for you for your MCQ exam, okay? But this particular equation is important for your MCQ exam. That is average power. So average power of pure resistive circuit is P average is equal to, or P average is denoted by capital P. So capital P is equal to Vrms into Irms, where it is also denoted by P is equal to V into I. Okay. So this is the pure resistive circuit. Is everyone understood clearly?